Here's Eskridge now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once more. Greg, they say flush a game after you lose, right? But when you built up all year for the opener and you get blown out, is it even harder to flush for players?
Well, certainly that's the question, Mike. And regardless of how much the coach stands up there and you try to say, hey, it's a new week, we've got to move forward. And certainly that's the case in the NFL. If you let bad losses linger, you're going to find yourself in a bigger hole. So the problem is when you spend all week and you spend all season saying, okay, this is week one, we're going to get off to a great start, and you lay an egg and you're non-competitive, the last thing you want in the NFL, Mike, is for doubt to set in. And so we're going to find out pretty quickly here in this one. Is last week just 1 out of 17 and they're going to move on, or is this going to be signs of things to come as the rest of this season unfolds?
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Top on three, kick.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today.
All right, come on.
Back to throw is Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll bring up second down. Off play action, it's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third down and 9.
Brings up third and 9.
To the air again, Tagovailoa. Forced out left. Checking it down, this one is caught. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Dolphins first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
44, ready.
They'll toss it here to Achane. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. From 29, here's second and 5.
Second and 5. At the Patriots' 29-yard line.
Play action. Tagovailoa escaping to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. It'll be first and goal when we come back. The Patriots out on top. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter as they go to work on first and goal.
Get set. Hey, come on, two.
Tua gonna throw. On the move left. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Rolling to the left. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back up here.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
On play action, here's May. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry. The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away. You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure if this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Achane. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ready. Waiting. Out.
Here's 2. Moving to his right. He runs with it. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Go ahead.
Here's Achane. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
It's 3rd and goal.
The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Waiting. T.
Here's Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will cut the deficit down to 2.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Gibson. Oh! And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. The 5 straight division titles. It's hard to see who can knock them off that perch right now.
Yeah, and I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that Buffalo remains the king of the East. And I think when you look at the bottom of the division with the Jets and New England, they're clearly in a rebuild. Quarterbacks and coaching staffs trying to kind of get themselves out of the bottom of the division. Miami seems to me, I don't know if they're ready to compete necessarily with Buffalo directly, but Miami is a playoff caliber roster, a playoff caliber team. They've showed it in years past. So if anybody's ready to compete, I think it's Miami. I just don't know, Mike, if they are ready top to bottom over the length of the season to get enough wins to keep pace with a team as good as Buffalo.
And two new coaches at the bottom of the standings last year, the Jets and the Patriots. And Greg, both guys who played for a long time in the league and bring a certain amount of toughness to the top of the organization.
Absolutely, and it was very clear exactly what New York and New England were looking for. They wanted culture setters, right? It wasn't about getting the fancy play caller. It wasn't about the X's and O's. They needed to establish an identity and a culture of excellence and of winning. So no question, Mike, there was a very clear mission, a clear path to landing on Vrabel and Aaron Glenn, and they think they have their guy for the long term.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And the first carry for Antonio Gibson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, New England.
A run here with Stevenson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's May. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's May. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Brooks. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready. Ready, team. Ready.
A play fake. Now 2 to throw. That one out wide to Achane. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd
and 10.
At the Patriots' 14-yard line.
Ready, team.
From the pistol, here's Achane. And he's just pushing guys out of the way. Powering forward for a gain of 8.
At the 6-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
That's gonna be caught. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Tua. That's taken in, and he's in. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
And look at this. The extra point is blocked. He gets free. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense.